project with Java project. How can we configure this WebDriver with the Java project? And let's see this. First, we'll understand the architecture, then we'll go for the project, then we'll write a small program there itself. Okay, we have seen all these important points. Architecture we have seen. Now, so download, everybody has done the download, I hope, and then extracted it. Oh, we'll see this. Before going to that, just go to WebDriver implementation. So WebDriver is an interface, and the interface contains all the methods declared, not implemented. And same, this WebDriver methods are like get URL, find element, find elements. So many other methods are there. Getter methods are there. Many getter methods. Get current URL. This URL, if you want to get current URL method is there. Then you want to fetch this page title. You have a get title method is there. It's all return type methods. You want to get this window ID. You have get window handle. If you want to get many window IDs, you have a get window handles that returns a set collection. Like that, so many methods declared in this WebDriver interface. Interface name is WebDriver. The super interface of WebDriver is set context. What is the super interface of WebDriver? Set context. In the set context, two methods they declared: find element, by. So this is the by is the data type, and this is by is the parameter. Find elements. These are the two methods declared in the set context interface. So what is the super interface of WebDriver? Set context. So when you extend, so one interface extends to another interface. That is possible, right? And all these set context methods will come here, and WebDriver can use them. But when you are implementing WebDriver, automatically you have to implement set context methods also in the classes. Now WebDriver is implemented mainly in the remote WebDriver class. Remote WebDriver class, this WebDriver methods and set context methods are implemented. See that this is the one I have written. Now this remote WebDriver is extended to Chrome driver, extended to Firefox driver, extended to Internet Explorer driver, Edge driver, Safari driver, Opera driver. Like that, all browser classes are extended to this remote WebDriver class. So that means obviously all the methods that are implemented in the remote WebDriver and these field classes can use them directly. This is the multi-level inheritance also applied here. And these are all the different concepts are available here. Please catch them, the OOPS concepts. Okay, so that's the implementation, how it went. And this is the one. So WebDriver is an interface. It is implemented by many classes, and interface name is WebDriver, and the class name for Firefox browser is Firefox driver. The class name for Google Chrome is Chrome driver class. The class name for Safari is Safari driver. The class name for Opera is Opera driver. The class name for IE browser is Internet Explorer driver, and HTML or Ghost browser is there. So you can use HTML unit driver and event firing WebDriver. So it basically triggers the events, like it's one of the listener in the WebDriver. Event firing WebDriver is a listener. Listener means it listens to events. WebDriver, what is doing, that listens, and you can perform the JavaScript actions also with this class. Remote WebDriver. So this is the main class. The implementation happened, and all the other classes are extending to this class. One class extends to other class, right? So you can extend. And this remote WebDriver is mainly used to run on remote browser and operating system combinations. This remote WebDriver is used. Edge driver. So that's a latest Microsoft browser. These are the browser classes and those browsers. Every browser has that browser driver class. And those browser classes inside the WebDriver methods are implemented. Okay, that's the implementation, how it happened. So can I create like this? WebDriver driver equal to new WebDriver. Is this correct or not? This is an
Not
interview question.
it's not, sir. WebDriver place its class name will come.
Yeah, that's the right answer. Because WebDriver is an interface. For interfaces, we should not create object. In the WebDriver place, the class names should come, not the interface name. For any interface, you should not create object. Why we cannot create object for WebDriver? Interface contains all abstract methods. Those methods are not implemented. Without implementation, we cannot use them. That's the reason you cannot create object for any interface. So for any interface, why you should not create object means this is the answer you can give. When we first start with the Selenium automation, our first line of code is this one, right? So this is another question where you have used runtime polymorphism or method overriding concept in your automation. So for that, this is the one. Interface variable name equal to new implementing class. See that all these WebDriver methods you are overriding in this Firefox driver class, right? So this is the parent type, that variable pointing to child class object. So that means what we call that? Runtime polymorphism, right? A parent, this is the parent. WebDriver is a parent, and that variable is pointing to child class object. So that's why this line follows the runtime polymorphism concept. That concept follows the runtime polymorphism concept because this is the parent, that reference variable pointing to child class object. Because all this class, the WebDriver interface type methods are implemented in this Firefox driver class. So respect to class, you are creating an object so that logic you will get, that browser logic methods you can call. All these methods, WebDriver methods, you are overriding here in the Firefox driver, Chrome driver, Safari driver, Opera driver, Edge driver, Internet Explorer driver. All these browser classes you are developing differently each method. So that's why all these are child classes. You have to write always right side child class. And this is the parent. Now this is the runtime polymorphism line. So I told you runtime polymorphism means the method dispatch, the method, which method has to be called, is decided at runtime based on the object type. Now if I create object Firefox driver, all Firefox driver related methods you can call. If you call Chrome driver object and WebDriver methods are implemented in the Chrome driver class, that method logic you will call, so that you can call those methods only. So which object you are passing to this WebDriver variable, those objects you can call. So this is the overriding. You are overriding in these classes. The methods are developed differently based on the browser logic. So that is pointing to, that object is pointing to driver. Now what is meant by WebDriver driver? So WebDriver driver means WebDriver is an interface and we are defining a reference variable of driver whose type is an interface. So now this driver type is an interface. Why driver type you need to write interface? This interface methods you are implementing in the other classes. So now any object we assign to it, so this is the object, right? This is the object. Any object we assign to it, this driver must be an instance of a class. Must be an instance of a class, this object. So that implements the interface. Because so any class that implementing this WebDriver, that class object only you need to pass on the right side. So this is the meaning, understand all these points, very, very important. They will ask you in the interview. So, and these are all I explained. What is the super interface of WebDriver is set context. The public interface WebDriver extends set context. This is the child interface and this is the parent interface. Set context is the super interface of WebDriver. So, okay, that's all the implementation and how this is done. And the package name where this WebDriver is available, org.openqr.selenium. This package you can find it. Okay, so that is the main concept. Now we need to create a Java project and we'll implement that. So let's move on. We'll create a project and then WebDriver is so implemented there. We'll implement the we'll configure the WebDriver project. How to configure WebDriver with Java project? I'll show you. So please open your Eclipse. We will configure that. Okay. So can you all create a new Java project? File, new Java project. So project name, you can give WebDriver training. So March 14, 2021. So click on finish. Click on finish. This is the one way Java project you can create. There is one way you can create a Maven project directly. So in the Maven project, if you add, there you have to mention all the dependencies. So what are all the dependencies you need to add there. So that is another approach. Otherwise, you create a Java project and convert that into WebDriver project. How can we convert? You have to add all WebDriver jars. So I already told you to download the WebDriver jars. So you all go to Selenium website and download. I already told that. Again, once again, I'm showing you how to do that. If not downloaded, please download that. So this is the one I asked it to download. The Java, click on download, place it in one folder. So I asked it to place it in one folder. I already placed in my folders. So I kept in D drive, WebDriver jars, and there is the zip file you will get first. So 3.141.59 zip file you will get. So this I unzipped it. Once I unzip, right click and extract all, or 7-zip you can use to extract. Then you'll get a folder, this one, Selenium-Java 3.141.59. Go inside and so 2 jars you are getting in the when you enter into the folder. These 2 jars also I'm moving to libs folder, executable jar files. So I moved all the jar files in the lib folder inside, so that all my files will be in the libs folder. So it is easy for me to add all the jars at a time. See, executable jar file, executable jar file. So these are the jar files, Java archive files, which contains a lot of classes and interfaces in each jar file. Okay, and I add a WebDriver manager also, but fine. So latest one will take. The WebDriver manager, anywho, it's not working. We'll see that. If it is working, cool. Only with Maven project it is working. Okay. Now I need to configure. Now I have only Java, say JRE system library. That means I can use Java, but I cannot use WebDriver code. Then if I want to use my WebDriver code, what I need to do, I have to add my WebDriver all jar files here. If any third-party project you want to use in this project, you need to add that jar files to your project. Then it will work for you. So now right click on this project. So what are the project you created just now? Right click on that. So there is a build path. Then configure build path, and then one window will open to us. So this window will open, and click on this add external jars button. Add external jars. Make sure this libraries is selected here. Libraries tab is selected on the right side, and click on add external jars. Click on add external jars and go to the folder where your jars are present. So WebDriver jars, and I'll go to this is my extracted folder. Don't go inside the zip folder. Go to extracted folder inside, then libs folder inside. Control A, you do all the jars you need to add. If you miss any jar also, it doesn't work out. All the jars you need to add, apply and close. Now you are ready to write the WebDriver program. Okay, so I'll write simple my src folder inside. I'll create a package first. Let's create a package. New package. Sample programs. I create one project. Then let's create a new class. New class. So first WebDriver program. So click on main method. Okay. Click on the main method. So after main method, so the first step, because you can write the first step, the browser related code to launch your browser. So first step is WebDriver manager will use to define our Chrome driver related ex path we need to Chrome related exe path we need to set. That exe path I'm going to set with a WebDriver manager because already WebDriver manager I added here. So let's see whether it is going to work or not. Set Chrome driver.exe path with WebDriver manager. WebDriver manager is a class. We have to use this here. WebDriver manager set class naming conventions you follow. Dot Chrome dot, see that Chrome driver. So Chrome driver is there. Dot setup. This will take care of what version of Chrome you have. That is the first step you have to write. Otherwise, you have to download the exe file, then add that path. All this headaches will be there. But this is very simple. You don't need to download any exe files also. If it is not working, we need to download the exe file. But this concept will work in with the Maven project. With the Java project, if it is not working, don't worry, we'll download and I'll show you how to do a Chrome driver.exe file how to add here. And next, interface name, reference variable equal to new implementing class. Now I'm working on the Chrome browser. So my interface is a WebDriver. Driver variable I'm putting equal to new Chrome driver is the class name for my Chrome browser. Why it is throwing error? You are in the different package, but these are all in the different package. So import them. These are all Java concepts we learned already. See that import statements we added. Now browser is ready. Chrome browser is ready to launch. But Chrome browser opened. What about URL? You need to open the URL, right? To open the URL, we have a method, get method. To open the URL in the browser, so use get method. Get of string URL. You have to give URL. So driver dot get method. See that get of string URL. You have to give and URL in the HTTP format only you have to give. HTTP or HTTPS, anything is fine. // suppose I'll open facebook.com. So you have to start with HTTP. Don't give www dot. Then you'll get an error. So then if you want to get the page title, current page title, fetch the current page title. Now all these are return type methods. So this method you have to use get title. So use get title method. This returns a string type data, fetches the current page title. So return type of the method, that is a string, and so title, page title, you need to give the page title variable, and driver is the object reference dot title method. See that it's a return type method. It's not showing you where you implemented also. It's showing a WebDriver. This method is available in the WebDriver. It is showing. So print this current page title. You can get the current page title. plus T. So I want to fetch the absolute URL of the page, current page. Absolute URL means this one. So this current page absolute URL here. So this is the absolute URL. In the address bar, whatever is there that you want to fetch, you can fetch. Fetch the current page absolute URL. So what is the method you need to use? Use get current URL. This is the method you have to use. So this is also return type method. Returns a string type data. String ABS URL equal to driver dot object reference dot getter method. Get current URL. All return type methods how to call I have already explained in the Java that I'm using here. Current page absolute URL is, and you can get ABS URL. You will get the absolute URL of the current page. Now I want to fetch the source code of the page, current page, right? Current page source code I want. Then use get page source. What is the method you need to use? Get page source method you call. So this also returns a string type data. String src source code equal to driver is the object reference dot get page source method you call. I cannot print this because if you print all the source code will print in the console. Console will fill completely with HTML. So I'm not printing this. If you want, you can print separately that one. And I stored in a variable entire this browser. Now this is the browser, Chrome browser. Chrome browser object. That Chrome browser, inside you are opening this URL, and that Chrome browser title you are fetching. That Chrome browser get current URL you are fetching, and the source code you are fetching and storing in a variable. Now I want current window ID. So fetch the current window ID. Every page has one dynamic ID. The dynamic ID get window handle. It's a very important methods you are going to use in the pop-ups. If you want to handle the pop-ups, first you have to call this method. This method also returns a string type data. String the parent ID it will fetch. Parent ID driver dot get window handle. So get window handle is the only one window ID it will fetch, that current window ID. So if you want to print that, you can print it. Print window ID is PID. Next, so fetch the all window IDs. So suppose your WebDriver opened many windows. Now you want all window IDs. Fetch all window IDs. If you opened many windows, you can get it. Even though one window also opened, you can get with this method. Fetch all window IDs using get window handles. That what is the difference between above and this one? Get window handle, get window handles. What is the difference? This is the interview question. This is the interview question. What is the difference between get window handle and get window handles? So what is the difference by seeing what you can observe here? This one and this one difference. Is it same?
There is current window ID we can see, but here is all window IDs.
All window IDs. But what is the difference? By seeing the word, what is the difference you can tell?
It's a single window, this is plural windows. Single get window handle single window.
Only ID we can take there, but here is IDs we can take.
I'm asking only these words, madam. What is the difference you can observe by seeing the words? Forget about the definition, what it is going to fetch, but by seeing this, what is the difference, main difference here? These two words. You see what difference you can observe? Both are same. By seeing the words, this method and this method, what is the difference?
Handles.
Handles.
Yes is extra, the plural. Get window handles. The yes, you are getting extra here. Yes, letter you are getting extra here. But here, get window handle. That means it's clearly saying if you know singular and plural, and this methods are you can easily distinguish. So that means get window handle single. it will fetch the current window ID, only one window ID. That too current window ID. But get window handles fetches the all window IDs that are opened by WebDriver, including parent also, including current window also, it fetches all of them. That's the difference between get window handle and get window handles. And the other thing is get window handle return is string type data. That means only one variable, right? One value you can store in the string variable. But get window handles returns a collection of elements. Which collection? Set collection. Set collection means, so what is meant by set collection? What is meant by set collection?
Assign the value.
What is set collection?
It doesn't contain the duplicate values.
So, okay, good. 1 point is good. Okay, another point. Any other point?
It's an unordered collection, and it cannot access through index.
Okay, good. Another point is good. Any other points? 2 points. Good. So given by Venkat and Reddy Prasad. Any other points? Set is an interface, and the set is unordered collection, and it contains only unique elements. It doesn't allow duplicate elements. The set is implemented by hash set, linked hash set, and tree set classes. This is the about set. Now this interface return type is a set collection. So that's right, the return type of the method set, and this returns all string type elements in that collection. I'm creating my collection name, then object reference dot get window handle. I told you all these are not there. It's a difficult to understand the WebDriver concepts. Collections is the crucial. I didn't explain much complicated things, only list to set. These two only I explained. And those things also, if you don't read, what you will do, Andy? Very important points also, if you don't read, what you will answer in the interviews. Minimal collections, I told you. Collections, if you go deep, it will take 10 to 15 days, only collections topic. But we didn't do that. What is important for us, we discuss it. That's it. And that also, if you don't read, nobody will help you. Mostly asked questions in the collections only. That's very simple. List and set difference if you are not able to tell. And what is list set means if you are not able to tell. Only 2 people are telling that. That's bad. Very, very bad. Okay. So how can you iterate the collection? You can print directly or you can iterate the collection. So I'll print directly. I don't want all window IDs. Now only one window is there, but the parent window also will be there. Parent window ID only will return for us now because we opened only one window. And that's all the methods. I want to close my browser. My work is done. I'm closing my browser. We have a method driver.close method. Close method. So use close method. Close method is a void method. That's why it won't return anything. But above methods are all return type method. And there is one more method also you can use. Driver.quit. What is the difference between close and quit? Another interview question. I am not going to tell separately interview questions. When the situation comes, there I'll tell you interview questions. You should not ask me again, sir, what are the interview questions? These are all interview questions only. First question is, so what is the difference between get window handle and get window handles? And next question is, what is the difference between close and quit? A close will close the current window where your cursor is there. That window only it will close. And quit will close all the windows that are associated with the WebDriver. That means if WebDriver opened many windows, all of them it will close at a time. That's a quit. So that means entire driver you are quitting. How many browsers are there? How many tabs or how many new windows are opened by WebDriver? All will be closed by quit method. But close is not like that. If you open 3-4 tabs by the WebDriver, where your cursor is there, only that window will be closed by close method. Current window. Close will close the current window only. Only one window it will close. But quit is not like that. You call the quit, how many you open, all will be closed at a time. That's the quit and close difference. So all the methods I have explained already. Let's run this. The program, simple program, and run as Java application. Oops, it's not working. Class not found exception. Okay. There's a problem with this. This is not working. And what should we do is you have to download one more thing, that is Chrome driver.exe file we need to download. How to download? So let's go quickly download. Everybody go to download space and come down. So in the download space itself, selenium.dev download space, and you can come to browser section, and here you have a Chrome concept is there, and click on documentation. So here you can find the versions. See that if your Chrome driver is the latest stable release is 90.0443024, then you download this Chrome driver .exe file. Your Chrome version is 89.04389.23. Download this Chrome driver. Now, how to find my Chrome version? So top right side, there are 3 dots. Go click on the 3 dots. Then you can find help menu and then about Google Chrome. So what do you need to do? How to find my Chrome version? So top right side, there is a 3 dots. Click on that. Help about Google Chrome. You click, then it will show you your version. See that 89.04389.982. So this is my version. That means this is following here. This one. This version I have now. So that you download it. This you download it. Now I will click this and I will download it. Here you have again for Linux, for Mac, for Windows. But you are working on Windows, you click on this. If you are working on Mac, so you see that. So Mac64.zip, you can use that. So I'm downloading Windows related. Just download this exe file. Zip file you will get. This zip file you place it. So place it in one folder. Same way where WebDriver jars you kept, right? Same place you place it. So let it download. It is downloading. Just find out your Chrome version. If Chrome version is not able to find, this is a problem. You should find the Chrome version, right? Done. So this is the Chrome driver version, the zip file, and you have to unzip it. First cut it and go to the folder, WebDriver folder, WebDriver jars, where you kept WebDriver jars, place them there in the same place. The executables, I created one more folder. In that one more folder, I created a Chrome. See, many versions they are releasing. So based on our Chrome version, you have to download. So I'll create a new folder again. New folder, Chrome 89. Chrome 89 I'm creating. And in that folder, I'll place it. The zip file. What is the zip file? And see, compressed zip. How to know the file type? So the type is there. So the type will tell you what type of file is this zipped file. Now I will unzip it. Right click, extract all. So extract it. See, extracted. Once you extract, you go to that folder, extracted folder inside this one. So I need to use this path. So this path I need to provide. Chrome driver.exe. This application means exe file. .exe file. So that I need to provide this path. So how to specify that path? Now this is not working. The WebDriver manager is not working here. So what we need to do here is we just need to specify the path. So system.setProperty. Set property, you have a key value method in the system class. So this is the static method. So how can you call static method? That class name dot static method. So I need to give key. Key is WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver. Then value you need to give the path of this Chrome driver. Path of Chrome driver you need to give. So the path, I think I copied this path. And then I need to give this file name also. Don't forget to give file name. the Chrome driver.exe file name. So let's go and give this, and then same way I need to give my file path. The file name is Chrome driver.exe. This is the how to set your Chrome browser exe file. Your Chrome browser exe file, how you need to set is this the path. So now every browser you have to download one exe file. For Chrome browser, Chrome driver.exe file you need to specify to launch your browser. Otherwise, your browser won't launch. You'll get error. Now you can run this. After setting this path, you run this. Run as Java application. Your Chrome browser will launch. Then Facebook will open, and all the details. See that now code is executing. You're not getting any error. See, Chrome browser is launched, and then your URL will open. See, facebook.com is open. See, all the values you got it. Current page title is this one, and then absolute URL is this one, and then current window ID is this one, and all the window IDs, because same current window ID itself in the collection. This is the collection syntax, right? In the square brackets, collection elements will be there. This is the one element. Only one element is there. One element is showing in the collection. So this is the how to run, and browser also closed. Browser, how it is closed? You call the close method. The close method is closing that. Once your task is done, you are closing. That's a very simple program. You practice this simple program and come back. So these are all the methods, very, very important for us. So that methods I have shown you. And here we have all the methods I have given. Otherwise, you can go to our blog. So in the blog, February blog is there, right? So February inside you have WebDriver browser commands. This is the commands that I explained you here. See that get off URL. So it opens the given URL in the browser. So the syntax is driver.get off URL. So URL you will pass in the HTTP format, HTTP or HTTPS format you have to pass. Next, get a title. It fetches the current page title, returns a string type data. So string t equal to driver.get title. Get current URL. It fetches the current page absolute URL and string absolute URL equal to driver.get current URL. Get page source. It fetches the current page source code, HTML source code. So it returns the string type data. String src equal to driver.get page source. Get window handle. It returns the current window ID and string PID equal to driver.get window handle. Get window handles. So it fetches the all open window IDs and stores in a set collection because it returns a set collection. So set string handles equal to driver.get window handles. So always get window handles returns a set string type data. So it's never going to change. This already predefined methods. Then closes the current window, driver.close. Quit the entire window IDs. That's a driver.quit. So these are the browser methods that we discussed today. And that I have shown you the program also. And one more, if you want to run on the Firefox browser, so what you can do, go to the same Selenium thing and just go back to Selenium ID, selenium.dev, and here you have browsers. Click on browsers. So then Firefox will be there. Gecko driver is implemented. Gecko driver you have to download for Firefox. Gecko driver is implemented and supported by Mozilla. And click on this documentation, and you can go here. You can see all the Gecko driver releases. So Gecko driver releases, you can find it out. So 0.291 has come. Now you want to see all the versions, go here, click on this Gecko driver releases, and it will take you to the GitHub Mozilla Gecko driver releases URL. So here you have 0.291. In this release, some fixes are done. Okay, some fixes are done. And here you can find out, see what are all they fixed, you can find out here. So this is the versions Before, I think I was 2.90, but you can use now 2.9.1. So now I am using Windows, so I can download this one. So I'm giving this, so you can use this. I'm pinging in the chat. Please use that. So use this URL to download your Firefox related Gecko driver. So just download 229V0291 to download and place it in the same executable folder. You create one executable folder in the WebDriver jars folder inside. So it's done. Download is done. So cut it. I don't want to place this at two duplicates. I'll go to D drive, WebDriver jars. So here executables. So executables inside. See, I created a Gecko 28. 29 I don't have. So I'll create a Gecko 29. Another folder I am creating. Gecko 29. 1. So place it. So then extract that. Extract that. Then same way you set it, you can run the program in the Gecko browser. That means Firefox browser. This is the path you set, and this is the Gecko driver.exe. This is the exe file. This path also you need to set same way how we set the Chrome driver.exe, and only it will work. Otherwise, it won't work. Okay, so that's the how to. I'll show you how to run on different browsers, but please download this both of them and then keep it ready. So we'll see, and tomorrow once our